Na 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 na. So this is a game, TVT between Tony Alcino and some other guy, and Silver League. You labeled this replay, hey, I got promoted to Gold League. So obviously you won this game and got promoted to Gold League afterwards, so congratulations. Let's look and see if there's anything ridiculous. It goes on. In TVT you've been doing the same opening as in TVP, which is a 2 racks Marine Marauder poke, and it's been almost always setting you ahead in your games because I guess at your league level people don't make bunkers as a general rule. Very weird, especially when someone with an SCV scouts 2 racks. Come on, 2 racks, like duh, I'm gonna attack you. So if he doesn't make a bunker after scouting 2 racks, I'm gonna have to kick him in the balls. To make sure we're doing 2 racks properly, we want to make sure your gas doesn't get super crazy high, and it looks like you're doing that part properly. You did cut SCVs for a second there. And at 6 minutes, we have a benchmark to check. Boom. Okay. Whoa. $1,000 of army, and you're gonna start combat shields in a second. 23 workers. So perfect. You're about 5 seconds behind on workers, and you're a tiny bit ahead on army, and you didn't yet start combat shields, but now you did. So this is absolutely the right way to go. So he did build a bunker. He's not a moron. That's great. Okay. So you're going to suicide a few Marines in order to kill 2 of his Marines, and then suicide some Marines and Marauders for no reason and walk away. So that's good. That's the first time I've seen you do the 2 racks poke and have someone actually make a wall in. I think I'm very proud of this opponent that you faced. Good job, random bad guy. And then you're going to do it again. Even better for him that you're being ridiculous about this. And then he's going to do a drop on top. Oh, no, Banshee Harass on top of that. So you're going to go home, take your Expo. He can't really expand because he's sitting defensively. And once he's got 2 siege tanks, he's going to try to get to the low ground. You could theoretically have delayed him a little bit, but it's probably not worth what it would cost you on your macro slippage to do that. So yeah, man. Yeah, avant the Chizipouf. So you're going to get to Expo first. Doo-doo. Ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. You chase away his Banshees with your Viking. He killed no workers, basically. He's got this Expo. I also like that you're not pulling SCVs with your 2 racks poke anymore. I think that in this case, your 2 racks poke was so clearly not going to get anything done that it's really a good thing that you didn't pull workers, because those would also have not gotten anything done and they would have reduced your income. So at this point you've made a lot more army than him, you made a lot more economy than him. You're just generally ahead of him in every way, but not by a huge amount. 20 supply ahead. Army size is 500 bigger. You've got combat shields and concussive shells, but not stim. Looks like you've got some Vikings coming out one at a time. No medevacs. I would think with this many Marines and Marauders you would want medevacs. I guess the Banshees from him are convincing you to make lots and lots of Vikings, but honestly you only need 2 Vikings to resist Infinity medevac Banshees, and as long as he's not doing like 2-port or 3-port Banshee, like if he's going air terrain, then sure. But medevacs, man, medevacs, they're pretty important. So now you're up 40 supply, your army is massively bigger than his, but there's no possible way you can do any damage to his front. So if only you had medevacs, you could totally do damage over here on his high ground. I want you to go home as you've scanned. You knew what he had. You know he has tanks and double bunkers, and he's playing really defensive. There's no reason to be over here. The angle of approach... I mean, the way that you want to fight a guy who's playing super turtly defensive like this is just to get a Marine at every single other base, or have a Marine patrolling between these 2 bases and patrolling between these 2 bases, and a Marine sitting here. Make sure he never gets a third, and then siege up outside of his base like you did in the last game that I just cast that you did. And then make it so that he can't leave his base, basically. That's all you gotta do. And then once you've got maybe 12 tanks sieged up outside of his base, then just focus on lots and lots of Vikings. And never really attack him. Just starve him to death like that. So tons of Vikings and BCs if you eventually need to make BCs. Here he goes. And, oh, run away with your Marines. Run away. Don't go in there. Don't go in. Oh my god, you're going to lose all your Marines. Okay, well, whatever. It's cool. You didn't need those Marines. So that was that was terrible for you, but it was better than it seems. Like, you lost your whole army, but you killed a reasonable amount of dudes, and you actually ended up almost breaking even on units lost. And the main thing is you just want to make sure those siege tanks never make it towards your base, because if he gets a siege tank contained on you, you're just as dead as he would be if you got one on him. So keep reinforcing and keep going back. You're producing units a lot faster than him. You're keeping your money a lot lower than he is. You've got a bigger income than his, although right now you don't because your main just mined out and you didn't transfer yet. So yeah, that's cool. Hey lady, how's your chocolate cake? Chocolate cake. Ooh, denying his third. Good times. And he does a Hellion run by at your natural, but you mop it up pretty easily. And now his hugely superior tank count mops up your army again. Thank you, Melissa. And I think he's going to leave. Do you think he's going to leave? I think he's going to leave. Squish, 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 squish. This is good that all game he's had a superior tank count, but you've never let him get it to your side of the map. And then you do a little run by in the back and stop his mining, and he leaves. So yeah, good job. Great work. Congratulations on your promotion.